Hello everyone, I'm Nancy Utoft, Interim Executive Director here at Abria. Some of you know me from my role as a board member, others as the director, and recently I've been filling in as interim. It has been quite the journey. Today I'm thrilled to introduce you to Pam Baker, Abria's new Executive Director. Pam brings an incredible 31 years of experience in healthcare and a genuine passion for life-affirming work. So let's jump into a quick conversation to help you get to know her. So Pam, let's start with the big question. What brought you to Abria? What's your story and how did you find out about this mission?
It's pretty beautiful, and it's a very long story. So we could have coffee and dinner and lunch and a glass of wine to make that all come to life. But succinctly, it was really anointed by God. It came in a text message after a long prayer and a long, many months of discerning. So it was all via a text message.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can share that story with many of our friends
I would
as you
love
get
to
to know
share.
them. It'll just be beautiful. People will enjoy hearing the lovely story that I've heard. So rumor has it you're quite the hiker. Can you tell us about that?
I would love to share, actually. So I've always been active my whole life, and as a registered nurse, I've lived my life really in an area where I haven't had to deal with sick people. It's always been about advocating for health. And so as a labor and delivery nurse, it's really a healthy function of life. But parallel to that, I have been very active. Hiking became secondary. I was a runner for many years. And when my son was in kindergarten, I put a little to-do item on my list, and last April of 23 that came to fruition, and I hiked from southern France all the way across northern Spain by myself as a spiritual pilgrimage.
Oh, beautiful.
Called the Camino de Santiago. And it was there that actually the whole ask and discernment process began about the next step in my career, asking God to provide me with clarity on the charisms that He had blessed me with, and utilizing the skill set that I had already developed to glorify Him in a new way. And here I am. Actually, one of the things that came out of that very profoundly was the St. Francis of Assisi prayer, where we seek to not be understood or to be consoled or to be loved. And it's really made a very enriching relationship with these people who are from the other side of the world, who live very differently than we do. But I've been able to bring that in and infuse it into my practice prior as a labor and delivery nurse. And now I know that inside of this community that will be applicable as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you have such a strong background in healthcare and have served in the Navy.
I do.
Impressive.
Yes,
How do you
thank
see those experiences shaping your vision for Abria?
Yeah. Well, Abria already has a strong, steadfast history, right? So we have 50 years going into our 50th year, celebrating life-affirming care. My military experience, I would think, structure, programmed, formulated. I see a lot of what we're doing here as part of a research-based, evidence-supported space to deliver appropriate care, giving women the choice between their options, cultivating hope, advocating for healing for some, and life-affirming choices. So military was just a lot about structure. Yes.
You mentioned a little earlier about our 50th anniversary, and next year we will celebrate 50 years of this life-affirming work and 10 years of the establishment of Abria. What are you most excited about in this anniversary year coming up?
Well, I really am so humbled and honored to be able to step in here, Nancy, at the 50-year mark. What a great way to launch I'm very prayerful for a long journey here in this executive director role. So for me to be able to launch in a celebratory space of 50 years, gold. I want to turn everything that's silver to gold this year.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
So I think you have a question for me now.
I do have a question for you because, with 50 years of experience and you walk through many roles in this space, you are admired, you are appreciated and valued. You have given so much to this organization personally, professionally, and it's a lot to try to emulate. And I'm so grateful to be able to walk into some really big shoes. So I'd love to know what advice you have for me as I step forward.
Well, thank you for saying that. I've had the opportunity to spend now a couple of weeks with you
Yeah.
onboarding, and I admire much about you that I wish I could be. And so I think you will do beautifully. I would say always keep your focus on the mission, and that mission about women and helping them, putting a choice for life within reach. And that sounds easy, like of course, but when you think about the day-to-day things that happen in overseeing an organization, you've already seen some of that as we've worked together over these past few days. It's complicated. There are a lot of dynamics. Always stay close to that mission and ensure that all staff and board are close to that mission, and that flows into the community too.
Yes.
There's many people you will meet, many people you will share about Abria, and there's so much you can share, but always make sure it's that simple mission that we have about putting a choice for life within reach for women and families in the Twin Cities. If you hold true to that, you will be joyful and very happy in this work.
I'm so grateful. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right, Pam, thanks for sharing everything you shared here with us today. I know that our supporters are excited, as I am, to see you as you lead Abria and have Abria flourish under your leadership. So any final thoughts you'd like to share today?
Wow. I look so forward. Actually, of course, because I was there, but I attended the gala, and I was so deeply touched and moved by the generosity of all of you. And I look forward to looking you in the eye and shaking your hands. I did meet a couple of you kind of undercover and was just sharing my genuine gratitude. I look forward to this next year collaborating. I look forward to hearing from the donors and understanding, some of their questions, and prayerfully I can address and infuse that into maybe some of our initiatives and our strategic plans. So I am grateful for those who have extended their support, whether it's financial, whether it's in prayer. And I just would beg that they continue to give as deeply as they can to support this beautiful mission.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're thrilled for the road ahead. And if you'd like to meet Pam and the team, please reach out, come for a tour. We'd be happy to host you and get to know you.